A chance for Enzo Perez and the rest of Valencia to reset. Mustafi back in the lineup after injury. He was sorely missed. Gary Neville still in search of his first La Liga win. 2 Copa del Rey victories, but has come up empty in La Liga so far.
Fully matched.
Against Granada en route to a 4-0 victory. Surprising low. Bruma, look at this individual skill by Bruma. Went far post, and in the end, just wanted to put a little bit more on it, didn't he? But it's a good start from the man on the left-hand side. Bruma is looking good.
First fully matched
so far in this match. Perhaps causing a bit of trouble for Cancelo on this left-hand side. Well, Sociedad in La Liga coming off a 2-2 draw against Rayo Vallecano.
Fully
of course, they are
matched.
out of Copa del Rey, lost. And Parejo senses the pressure. This was the missed opportunity from Bruma to just squeak in there behind the defenders, but in the end, Jaume always had it covered. And of course, Jaume's position as the #1 on this Valencia squad has just been jeopardized a bit with the return of Diego Alves back in the lineup, back in training after suffering a pretty bad knee injury last year, and he's battled his way back to hopefully being the keeper that he once was before the injury. He's an outstanding goalkeeper, isn't he? But Jaume's done just well enough to keep his job.
Match.
Certainly a choice to make over the course of the season for
fully matched
Gary Neville. It's a good run from Cancelo. Looks over to Alcacer. Rodrigo now offering some support. Who's going to be there? And it was a ball that was slashed across the face of goal.
Matched.
Wasn't a terrible deflection that leads to a corner kick for Real Sociedad. And Ruben Prado will jog over to the near side. Short corner taken. Vela returns it to Prado.
First
now that goes to the far post, excuse me, but easily taken by Jaume. Jaume Dominic, goalkeeper from Spain. He's played 15 games this year in La Liga. Abdenauer, back to Jaume. Now Mustafi with it, just adding some defensive solidarity in the back line for Valencia. Barragan asking for a foul, but in the end decides to just carry on. Mustafi.
Fully matched.
A bit too long, and Jonatas Bruma was a little tight to the defenders and just able to break up play was Valencia. Bruma now will have another chance at it. Wanders into the middle. Still with Bruma. He's got some speed. Touches it out wide. But it was well cut out by Barragan.
Fully matched.
Parejo now. This is a chance to wander from Santimina. That's a great ball. Oof. Not sure the intention there. But Paco Alcacer, I believe it was, who just tried to touch it over and perhaps made the wrong choice. Vela now on the other end. End-to-end stuff here in the last few minutes from Carlos Vela. Vela goes back post looking for Jonatas.
Fully matched.
Easily chested back by Cancelo. This game just picking up in a bit in intensity, isn't it? Oh, that's a good run behind the defenders from Santi Mina, and just the timing wasn't perfect as he started that run a bit early. But how about the ball from Santi Mina? Alcacer was intending to play that back across the face of goal the entire time. Had some space though, had some time. And as he looks back, he may have wanted to change his mind if he had the second opinion. Rodrigo into the box now.
Match.
Trying to weave around a couple of defenders, but in the end, it's Inigo Martinez just
Match. Fully.
happy
Match.
to concede a corner kick. Good covering from Inigo Martinez in the middle of the park. Seemed like Rodrigo was in and around Judy.
First match. Fully matched.
First corner kick. And this is a chance for Mustafi. What a save.
Fully
Unbelievable stuff. Rodrigo had a wide open goal out the back post. And let's have another look at this. Oh, it was off the crossbar, wasn't it? It was Ruggi that had not much to do with it at all. Didn't know much about it. And Rodriguez was waiting in the wings, but never did arrive at the intended target. 20 minutes into this match, there have been chances on either side so far. I think Rodrigo, you would have to say, with the chance of the match just a minute ago. Quick play, quick restart from Valencia. Alcacer looking wide. That's Rodrigo. He just checked his run. Perhaps thought he was offside. Oh, the fans in the stand certainly brought their umbrellas, brought their ponchos. They want to keep dry here in San Sebastián. Of course, it's not as soaked as Vigo is at the moment. That game's still being called into question because of the rain. Flooding in Vigo has put that game in jeopardy. It's going to be a good one too if they do end up playing it. Atletico Madrid and Celta de Vigo. The early match today was Villarreal, perhaps putting some distance between them and the 15th place team, or excuse me, the 5th place team, Celta de Vigo. Rodrigo does well to step in front of that, and now a chance for Valencia to attack the goal of Sociedad again. This is good. This is better from Valencia. And the final product was extremely disappointing. May even go out for a throw-in. Well, he certainly got that wrong, didn't he? It was
first match.
One of those ones that you don't want to go back and watch on film.
Fully matched.
Mina, Parejo. It's Rodrigo who left it for the number 20, De Paul, Rodrigo De Paul. Bruma now allowed some space to carry on his run. Yuri offering support, sends one in one time, but Mustafi is there, and you can see just how important Mustafi has been in the first 26 minutes of this match. Shutting down crosses, closing out space. He's been very good so far, and he's been a guy that has been desperately missed by Coach Gary Neville. Vela now around Cancelo quite easily, and Cancelo will pay the price as he took Vela to ground. Yellow card for the number 2 in orange. And you have a look right there. Took a chance, knew he had been beaten, and just sent Vela to ground, didn't he? Joao Cancelo, the 21-year-old Portuguese defender, came from Benfica.
Fully matched.
Jaume just making sure his defensive line is tight. All on the same page, and it'll be a chance for Ruben Prado. This one sent to the far post. Still loose, and who's there to do the defensive covering? But Mustafi. Wasn't a convincing clearance though, and now Santi Mina finally with a chance to give his defenders a bit of breathing room. It'll be Rodrigo asked to chase, but Ruggi off his line very quickly, very attentively.
First match.
Oh, lovely stuff from Mina. Flag does go up though, and Alcacer
Match.
was whistled as he was in behind the defenders, but a bit too early. Let's
Fully
have
matched.
a look at the replay. Good call by
Match.
the linesman. Who
Fully matched.
saw it the whole way. Alcacer just started that run, needed to check it ever so slightly. 4 offsides for Valencia so far.
Fully matched.
Well, Valencia leads the head-to-head. 16 wins for Valencia, 10 wins for Sociedad, and 12 draws.
Fully
It's been
matched.
pretty even over the years. Parejo. Enzo Perez. Out to Cancelo now. Cancelo wiggles around a couple defenders, but he just ran out of space, didn't he? Tried to do too much on his own now. Jonatas. No whistle from the referee. Both players, I believe, wanting it. But Santi Mina
Fully
now will have
matched.
to track it down over on this near side touchline. Lost possession. Good defending from Judy. Oof. Heavy challenge in the middle.
Fully
That came from
matched.
Enzo Perez, but it might break free the Valencia attack, and a very late whistle, which comes much to the dismay. Jonatas just gets ahead to it. It's a very worrisome, very troublesome punch out from the keeper Ruggi, and now Bruma has some space to work, working one-on-one. Bruma, and it's a wonderful challenge, but not out of trouble yet. Bruma did not realize that
Fully
Jonatas
matched.
had made the run all the way from box to box and was on the back post in acres of space waiting to finish that one off. Bruma instead decides to take it all on his own, and you got to give some credit to Barragan, who was working one-on-one with Bruma, seemed to be beaten, but then made a great challenge to just hold up the play.
First match.
It was a tight angle for
Match.
Bruma to
Match.
beat
Match.
Jaume.
Match.
You take a look at the replay.
Match.
You can see Jonatas
Fully
just
match.
coming in at the last second. Bruma, I don't think, knew anything about it, though. I believe Jonatas was the one who was involved in the dust up with Barragan, and he will receive a yellow as well.
Fully matched.
Jonatas, the Brazilian, only 1 goal this year. He's played on 9 different teams in 12 years, and you can just see he comes in and nips at the ankle of Barragan. Gonna make Gary Neville too happy. Missed clearance by Sociedad, and that'll be a corner given cheaply to Valencia as we are past the half-hour mark in Anoeta. De Paul to take the in-swinger from the far side. Decent ball in. Abdenor was there, but just got there a bit late, and in the end, a team effort is no trouble. So far, a few opportunities have been presented to each team. None could really take advantage of them, though. caused because of some physical problem that Cancelo has, but either way, Orban in at left back. Abdenar just with a little poke into the middle, and that's a dangerous ball through, but it ends up reaching Santi Mina. Bruma now taking over in the middle of the field. Chance for Yuri. Perhaps Yuri was a little greedy in possession a few times, taking matters into his own hands and not testing Jaume at all in that first half, but I always like the intent from a left back to push up, try to force the issue. Chance now to have a ball in. It's not a terrible ball either. Prieto Bruma in space. Bruma will get another chance. Jonatas is there. Who's going to get the ball? Vela had a chance at the rebound, and Abdenor has taken the brunt of the blow. Gets back up though, and Sociedad plays on. A great chance to start this second half for Real Sociedad. He may just be all right after substituting Cancelo to start this second half. The last thing Gary Neville wants to do is have to switch another defender, but he looks like he's got the okay from the physios, and Abdenor now just gonna maybe get some of the magic spray and nurse himself back to health. Sociedad though will do the sporting thing and play the ball all the way back to Jaume. What a start for Real Sociedad in this second half. There was about 3 or 4 different players with a chance to score the opener for Sociedad in the box, but it ends up being Abdenor who comes out the hero. Vela on the screen was probably the most likely to score if you had to put your money on anybody in the box right there, but Rubén Prado, Elustondo just behind Vela. Vela
fully matched.
Doesn't appreciate the pass too much.
Fully matched.
They cruised in the first leg onto a 4-0 victory. Bruma has really been causing some problems on the left-hand side. Jonatas was held off very well by Mustafi. And now Parejo with a chance to start things up through the middle. Rodrigo. Orban. Enzo Perez continues with it. That's a great ball through the middle. Enzo Perez, Mina, excuse me. And Mina just had it chopped from behind him. What a shot there from outside the area. And it was always trickling wide, but both teams sensing some urgency on the attacking end.
Fully matched.
Jaume Domenech. One-man wall occupied by Santi Mina. Jonatas, the big body, is in there lurking around the 6-yard box. Came near post. Dani Parejo was there to just toss it up into the air and finally cleared away by Valencia. And well, that was always going wide, wasn't it? But Jaume Domenech just there for a bit of coverage. As you see, Carlos Martinez had all sorts of time to consider the shot and was never going to trouble Jaume at all, was it?
Fully matched.
The best of kicks from Jaume. You can start to sense both teams just throwing caution into the wind here and
First match. Fully
really
matched.
striving
First
for
match.
those
Fully matched.
elusive win. Oh, that's a great set piece from Ruben Prado off the corner kick. And it was a chance, but Jaume was there in coverage. And now Bruma with the attempted cross in, deflected and into the secure hands of Jaume Domenech. Let's have a look. It was a gorgeous, I'm not sure if it even was flicked on, but Xavi Prieto was there on the back post.
Fully matched.
De Paul was never going to get to that as the pass lacked the pace just to sneak by
Fully
the defender
matched.
and Abdenur. Got to be careful. Does Orban. Decision to come from the referee. Elustomo and the rest of the fans here
Fully
at
matched.
Real at Anoeta Stadium seem to think that that went off Orban last, but instead Valencia will keep it in the third, and woof, could have been called for a handball there, as you saw, just an extension of the body, but Bruma now, ooh, this could be a booking, and absolutely it will be for Enzo Perez, who knew he was beaten and just elected to take Bruma down.
Fully matched.
Looking a bit gingerly too after the encounter. He missed with the first foot and swiped right through Bruma with the second. Have a look there. It's close, isn't it? You never know, but Vergara needed to be sure of himself because that was flirting with the area, and Javi Fuego is going to come into the match. Not sure if it was Enzo Perez who hurt himself on the last tackle from on Bruma.
Fully matched.
Referee telling him he might just have to nurse his injury off into touch.
First
that was where it
match.
originally started, isn't it? That little
Match.
slip, I believe it was in the first half, where
Match.
he just lost his footing and
Fully matched.
was grabbing either his hip or his groin, and you can see he's in a considerable amount of discomfort. So Javi Fuego enters the game.
First match. Fully matched.
This one towards the back post. Jonatas was there. Much more entertaining first few minutes of the second half than in the first half. A few more chances, that's for sure. The play has been a little better as well. This one switched the field. This is Rodrigo, a chance to sweep into the box, and a decent challenge there just to hold things up. Rodrigo still with it though. Rodrigo into the box, looks out wide. This is a chance. And De Paul had it just deflected in a corner kick.
Fully matched.
It was Parejo, who's been a bit quiet in this game, hasn't he? Hasn't really had a chance to make his mark. Hold up in possession, but how about this pass from Carlos Vela? And he's just got to pick a side, doesn't he? He has all the pace in the world to beat Jaume. But Jaume was positioned perfectly for the shot. And my, what a difference between the first and the second half here in Anoeta. Carlos Martinez had to be careful. He was surrounded by a couple of Valencia attackers, but he's very wise in his possession, and he'll get it back. Play it to Carlos Vela now. Searching for Bruma, but Jaume has been everywhere he needed to be so far in this match. Really making it even more difficult for Gary Neville to consider Diego Alves nursing that hamstring injury, excuse me, that knee injury, coming back to health. Vela now off the
First
half volley.
match.
Who was there
First
but Abdenauer?
fully matched.
Ruben Prado, but in the end, the final result was just lacking the quality to really test the back four of Valencia.
First match.
Oyarzabal. Wonderful challenge there from Orban. Martinez.
First match.
Martinez with a chance to put it across. Jonatas is there, and Jaume didn't know whether to come out or stay on his line. It fell right for Jonatas, and wouldn't you know it, Real Sociedad up 1-0 in the 79th minute. Well, it was a deflected cross that came from Carlos Martinez. It really made Jaume think just a bit too much, and that's the first mistake that he's made of the game, and Jonatas makes sure he pounces on the other end of it. Have a look. Deflected there by Orban. Well, it's not the best goal he'll ever score in his career, is it? But worth its weight in gold here in the 79th minute. Jaume hesitated and paid the price, didn't he? Mustafi thought Jaume might have had it quite easily. Jonatas, though, was waiting for any sort of mistake at all on the back post. And could that be the winner? Well, Valencia must respond, and respond quickly. They've got the two forwards up top, Alcacer and Álvaro Negredo. But they've been kept from possession, kept from opportunities in the last few minutes. Martinez finds Oyarzabal towards the end line. Checks his run. Nicely done by the substitute who just came into the game. Now, another great ball in. Jonatas! Two from Jonatas. Two from Carlos Martinez. And you better wipe the boots of Carlos Martinez, because he has been laying dimes